How do you feel telling your story? What emotions do you experience when you are telling your story? Are you happy to tell your story? Mad that someone isn't letting you tell your story? Or are you tired of telling your story the same old way every time and not being appreciated for it? Well, in this video, I want to tell you how I feel when I tell my story, but also give you some updated advice on how to do it differently every time you do it. Let's do this. Now, first off, I'm not saying go hogtie everyone and make them listen to your story. You have to gently take the first step and start the conversation going in the right direction. And then, when you feel the time is right, go ahead, start telling your story. I made the decision to tell my story while getting a haircut one time, and it changed my perspective on how I feel about telling my story. If you want to see that video, I'll link it down in the description, or I'll put one of those cards right there on the screen for you guys. But let's get into the advice section of this video, and I'll share with you what I've done in the past while telling my story. Depending on the situation you might be in, will be how you approach telling your story. You don't want to be in the middle of a serious situation and just blurt out your story. That'll make you seem selfish and like you don't care about the situation at hand. But on the flip side, you don't want to be in the middle of a good opportunity and blow it by getting wrapped up in other things and miss out on the opportunity to do it. If the situation doesn't improve, then it's not the best time to do it. And if the opportunity is worth it and you waste your time on other things, you'll walk away feeling like you don't have the right tools to do the job. So let me give you 3 quick steps on how to do this right, y'all. Number 1, smile and breathe and you'll get through it. Number 2, don't worry if you can't remember everything you want to say. Let your heart be the guide. Number 3, walk away with your head up because you just told your story and you're awesome for doing it. And with that being said, this chapter of Author on Wheels has come to a close. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you'd like more chapters like this, please leave a like and a comment down below. If you'd like to follow my journey, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. I also invite you to join me on Facebook, X, Instagram, and the Author on Wheels podcast. You can also purchase official Author on Wheels merchandise like this by clicking the Spreadshirt link in the link tree in the description. You can also purchase copies of my books, A Fight to Survive, My Fight Continues, the journal, or the calendar, all by clicking those links also in the link tree in the description. But before I end this chapter, let me ask you a question. I tell my story on wheels. What about you? Let's turn the page and let the next chapter begin. See you soon.